Do you wear headphones?
Yeah.
Play some music or something?
I play music, sometimes podcasts.
Sometimes a Going
I
Again
listen
podcast.
to Going Again.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Everyone should listen to
Only
Going
only
Again.
the Sean Watson episode, though.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
fun.
over and over.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, his Sheridan College experience just speaks so much to me. I'm just kidding, Sean. No, I loved it. I loved what I listened to in the car.
Cool.
He's
We
so
had a
amazing.
ball with
I mean,
him.
I just did a show with him, so he's fresh in my
He's
mind.
awesome.
Yeah, he always is. He's one of my faves. He came in on Taken at the end, like as a guest.
Okay.
I can't remember who he was saving or what he was, but he was like, he was there for 2 or 3 weeks, and he was just like, "This is insane." Like he's coming from Rookie Blue or wherever he was. It's like it was an absolutely insane show, but I love his spirit, his attitude.
Absolutely.
He's smart.
I'm
Yeah.
a
He's
big
funny.
fan.
He does
And
all
he's
this
just
stuff.
cool.
He's the
Level.
epitome of a great first AD.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned Nisha a couple of times, and this is your lady,
Another first AD.
and she's a first AD as well, first assistant director. And anybody that wants to know what a first assistant director is, watch
Watch
Sean Watson.
Sean Watson episode.
And he may not even learn then, but
Yeah. That was
that was
a
funny.
scattered one.
Yeah.
Did he not make it clear?
It's funny because when we were finishing, he said, "We'll have to do take 2 because then he'll tell us what he does for a living."
Right.
Yeah, I think you can snip like 11 minutes somewhere out of the whole total to really find where the first AD.
Yeah,
It's a
Like
tough.
a lesson on the first AD.
It's a tough job to describe. It really is. But even as you tangent during I mean, this is my first time ever doing a podcast, but I listened to a ton of them, and I know that the ability to tangent and then but getting back to,
right,
Oh, yeah.
and that's always an uplifting moment. Like you brought him back to whatever.
right.
You guys went on a tangent.
Yeah, we went on so many with Sean.
Yeah, you were
was a
talking.
weird-
Like he was an office PA, and then you went off for 6-7 minutes, and then it was like, so back to
Right.
Wendy Green or whatever show that was.
Right.
Power Play, I think.
That's right. I think it was.
Yeah, that's kind of what's cool about podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fun, man. And do you agree that we're learning anything from podcasts, or do you think that legacy news should still run?
No, I completely agree that we're learning something from podcasts. They've become. I mean, my story editor and best friend Jennifer, she's told me 10 years ago that I should get into podcasting. I didn't know what it was. I mean, I knew what it was. That's like telling me 20 years ago I should have gotten into blogging. You know,
Totally.
Right.
We're writers.
Became the
It's
thing.
like, how do we express ourselves? We love to write. We love to make movies. We like all this stuff. So, and I was like, nah, I can't do the blogging thing. I'd prefer to like journal or write my own stuff at home or write screenplays, write essays, whatever.
Sure.
And then the podcasting thing happened. I was like, oh, that's so complicated. And what am
Yeah.
I going to talk about? And who am I going to be?
Yeah, you can tell it's really complicated.
Well, it is. I mean, the time and effort and moolah to put this together
Right.
is impressive. And then it's once you're done, it's work. But then look how we look at a previs. good loop around a prevising, where somebody says, "Give me a previs of that," and you're like, "Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
It's part of your job. You're going to get paid." And then whether you have to get 3 people together or 33 people together, and then
Right.
you got to shoot it, cut it, think about it, this is that. It's like all the same. It's just about effort. You guys have made the effort, and it's really cool. And yes,
Thank
we definitely learned from it, because what I'm liking about it now is another form of addiction, I guess. I'm using podcasts to go back to sleep when I wake up.
Yeah.
I'm using podcasts. I don't run to them too much, but if I want to run slow and make sure I run slow, I'll put on a boring running podcast, or I'll put on the news.
Right.
Sure.
And I find myself
Makes sense.
walking fast, because it's just not 180 beats per minute, getting you running like a maniac, right? So I think there's a lot to be learned from the what's the expression you just used? Legacy news. I don't know how I feel about the news anymore.
I know.
Well, there's an honesty to
Sorry.
podcasts.
There is, and whether you're doing the camera part or not, you have a luxury in that honesty. I think you have an ability to let it be what it's going to be day in and day out. Whereas legacy news, it's got rules, right? It needs to be this, and this, whether they're telling the truth or not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or what they're reporting. I mean, there's no way we could wrap our heads around what's going on out there right now. It's too much of a subject, but I've weaned myself. My socials have cut down like to almost nothing. I made a crack the other day on somebody's funny post, and she wrote back, "Oh yeah," I said, "Sorry, I hope this isn't creepy or whatever." She's like, "Yeah, because you post so often," like sarcastically, because I'm never on anymore. Or I'll be on set and people are like, "What happened to you on Facebook?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Well, we don't see you anymore." I'm like, "Well, I'm right there, and you're obviously looking for me. I'm just not posting."
Right.
I wrote a huge article years and years ago about a couple of friends called me saying, "Are you okay? Like, we haven't seen it." It's because they hadn't seen me on Facebook, and they were worried about my well-being. I was like, "Okay, we're in trouble.
That's crazy.
We're in trouble here." And I had just finished reading. I'm going to blank on the name of the book, but a novel about, like, this is 2018, 2019, a novel about the far right nut bars that were generating a lot of nothing to do with MAGA, social nut bars. I can't remember any of their names now, but anyway,
Okay.
I had discovered Rich Roll, and I had discovered some deep thinking
Yeah.
guys that I could relate to. He was a cocaine addict, alcoholic athlete who turned himself around by becoming an ultra endurance athlete, doing triathlons and stuff. And it just so something about him resonated with me. It's because, like, as you age, you're like, I'd like to eat less hamburgers and drink less scotch and maybe do less cocaine, whatever the hell it was, right?
I'm just so glad I'm not aging.
So
Cheers.
I've learned a lot from those podcasts because people tell me I sound and look and seem great for my age. And I'm always like, why is it always about our age? We're 9 years old in the movie business. We get paid to play in a sandbox.
Yeah.
We're all 9.
Toby Keith used to sing about it. I mean, how old would you be if you didn't know the day you were born? So I'd rather just go there.
I always say 9.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, Randy and I have always been 2 peas in a pod that way in terms of how we view the industry.
100%.
You guys are very similar in that you kind of you have interests everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, from acting and directing and all that other stuff.
All the hyphenate stuff. Yeah, we are.
Is that? I mean,
We're more
that's-
similar than you think, but that's a Rhonda Queen. We won't go there.
Thanks, Dad.
I did that. I just did that for Blair, and he got it right away.
Yeah, that's
I'm not sure I got it.
I'm your father. No.
Okay, interesting.
More funny than that is that I've known him probably 40 years, or
Easily,
close to 40.
Yeah.
And I've never ever met Rhonda.
Well, that's the funny thing.
She's really good at staying away.
She
That is crazy.
if we end up having time to go have a beer at the pub, she will come down and
Oh, cool.
have
Well, that's
have a
true.
beer.
Are you gonna stick around for a bit?
I can stick around for a bit. I have a fitting, but it's
Well, why don't we just end the podcast now?
it's a fitting to play a dead body.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's so funny.
They don't
You know
even have to put the
the,
clothes on you. They just have to lay them.
Oh, they're just stressing. I don't know much about the show. Like, I just said yes, and I don't like. Coordinator said I have an easy day for you if you want it. And it's sort of like, I feel like the little.
It's
Dwayne,
like whether you
Yeah.
said
little
that or you-
Dwayne-isms come in, and you go, "Oh my God, I'm becoming Dwayne." Like, I'd never
Shout out to Dwayne.
I'm never going to say I love Dwayne. I'm never going to say I just need to make enough to pay for my golf, which is what he was famous for years. But I don't necessarily want easy days. We did something the other day. Like, he and I probably would have preferred to throw 90s around a corner or come
100%.
out of the driveway
They
backwards.
say it like you're looking for it.
Yeah, just make me think for 10 minutes and make me a little bit nervous, and then I'll feel alive. But if it's like you're basically an extra, but we owe you this legacy thing. It's like,
Hey,
the
are you
easy
face
day.
down so you don't burn yourself on the show?
No, I get rolled over. So I told her that's hard. Like, getting rolled over as a dead body,
Yeah.
probably exposed in a frickin' ECU. That's hard to do. I don't know if I have it in me. She said, I have faith in you. Like being dead. And what if they want eyes open? I mean, I'm legitimately nervous.
For those of you listening, ECU is an extreme close-up.
Sorry, didn't mean to throw links.
It's all good.
Hilarious.
I'm going to try not to be nervous about it, but
Is
no.
it-
And the
is it
thing
not
I
sh-
did with Marco, when I said that earlier, dead body was in 1987. There's so many like go full circle stories because that was for Saul Rubinek,
Yeah.
who was the first actor I ever worked with as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, we were both kids. He's older than me, though. And Marco was the first time I'd ever done anything with him where I was performing and he was coordinating. And I had, it was an air tank with a long hose. And the regulator was like, this is 1987. The longer that hose is, the harder the air is going to be to get. And I'm not a diver. I just lied and faked my way through everything. Of course I can do that. So here's the regulator, and down you go. And I just had to be face down in the water and then get plopped up and spit the regulator out so they could plop me up. Well, I was like...
That's amazing. Speaking of being alike, I had to do the same thing in a goose shit infested pond, lake.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's horrible.
Not fun.
Remember, I told you about this. Between all these canoes, I had to lay between canoes with a hose in my mouth, and it went to the tank over there under the, and then they moved the canoes and revealed the dead body.
Right.
I did the same thing.
That hose, the longer it is,
sucks.
the tougher it is.
Sucks.
And you got to just like relax into it and be cool. Well, there's a guy who had to do that gag, and I think it was Allison. I think she fired him. We're not going to say any names, but he had to be just barely submerged. I think a bus flips, and the bus is in the water, and he had to be in the bus in the water, and it freaked him out.
Yeah.
And he ran off set. He didn't just say I can't do this. He quit with flair.
Oh, Jesus.
Because it's uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm not on air next week, so the hard part's going to be dying. But John Cassavetes, the American legend filmmaker, I had to lie dead on a table in 1981 on a movie called Incubus, and with my eyes open, like an autopsy scene. And the guy's about to cut me open, and Cassavetes is teaching me how to keep my eyeballs from moving. He goes, close your eyes, and he put his fingers on my eyeballs, and he's like, okay, stop moving your eyeballs, okay, and now open them. And it's like, at the time, it worked. But in my head, I was like, this is John fucking Cassavetes.
I know. That's so funny. That's awesome.
I was just like, oh my God. And I was 19. It's like, how lucky can you get?
Yeah.
You know?
Now, we do know that when you get to set, sometimes they throw something at you. Right? You know, you never know. That's why you're hired. You know, you're the baddest dude around to hire for this dead body. So they might ask you to do a seizure or
a monologue.
Yeah, monologue.
You never know.
While drinking a seizure.
You never know. Yeah. You never know.
Oh, wait. Oh, you want me to be alive? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see your one-liner?
That's different.
Never know.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, that's enough about running, I think.